Okay, so here is the bag. Let me hold this out full length so you can see it. So now what I need to do is I need to stuff it full of sleeping bags or quilts, something like that, to the top here. So this is totally filled out because then I'm gonna cut these straps off and attach new ones, but they gotta go from here up to the top where this cap will come on and attach. So they gotta have straps that go from here to here. But I need to measure this. So that's what I will do next. I will come back when this is ready. Here it is with a sleeping bag in it. And this is the cap that goes on it to compress it. So I need straps that go from down there all the way up to here. So that will look something like, and also I am going to, these current straps are attached right here, and that's it. They kind of go under the seam there. I'm going to take these ones here and I will wrap them from up here. I will sew them right here and wrap around the bottom, sew there, and then take them back up the other side. And now when I use this, I'll have to be aware of this hole right here, of course. So what I want is a strap, or set of them, that goes from up here somewhere, around the bottom, and up to here. Now, that is a little bit long. Give me some play room with it, and which is fine. I'll cut it right there. Now, I don't know how long this is. Roughly 8 feet or so. So let me cut off another one. I have 25 foot, so I'm using about 2/3 of it for this little project. Okay. But first off, let's do this here. I just bought this thing a couple weeks ago, and here I am turning it up already. Looks like I'm committed now. If this doesn't work right, it'll never see the light. This video will never see the light of day. All right. Got a pin. Just stuck myself with it. That's the center. Gonna put that right there, and then wrap that around to there. And I'm gonna pin this. Okay. And then bring it around. All right. So we got that on there. I can still push it to the side to get my suspension out there. All right. So my intent now is to try to sew. I think what I'll do is start sewing across the top, sew down across the bottom, and back up. Once I get it sewn across the top, then I think I can pull the pin. That way the pin's out of the way, and I can go on from there. So that'll be, I think, the technique that I will use. See if I can get this in there. Well, that's the first one done. So you can see that there. So for sure, no one's going to hire me to do this for a living. So, but that's okay. This is my little project. Okay. That's the one side of it. Let's go ahead and do the other side of it. Now, so once again, the backside looks terrible, but it'll hold on there. That's what I wanted. All right, I'm gonna clean up here, head back downstairs, put this on the hammock, and see how that works. All right, so I've got the um, Anaconda with my mods on it back on here. So what I did first time through is see how long it takes to button this thing up from start to finish. And maybe I'll do that again now. Um, well, I will say this, it's got in the bag a lot easier. Now, I left the cap over there. All right. Now, normally this would be attached already. You just loosen it up enough to let it drop off. That's okay. If my time's a whole lot better doing this, even doing this, so much the better. So I think right about here you can see everything. Pull those down. Pull that down. That down. Okay. Now comes the test. Well, I don't know if that's looks ugly as all get out. Nine and a half minutes to get to this point. Now, will this fit into a backpack? Looks huge. Not as neat as it originally was, but it didn't take as much effort to get to this point as compared to what it was before. This is the Arc Haul, Z-Packs Arc Haul 62 liter. It fits. It fits easier than the original one. The original setup. So if you get past the looks of it, it does pretty good. So like I was saying, I think the camera stopped, but I think I caught everything. So this fits in there just nice. Maybe a little bit of bump out back there on the bottom. But it's soft, so it may not be a problem. Now I do have found that when you put this in here, you got to rotate the bundle here so that your buckles don't line up here, because that'll dig in if you ain't careful. Yeah, it's in there, and so then I can pile everything else on top. Now it does seem to be a little bulkier there, and I did try take and put all my gear in here, and then took my food bag and filled it stuffed full with, I think it used up blankets or something, then put it in here, and it was real snug. So I'm not sure if that whole setup, well, sure, the whole setup takes more space than what I used to have. Though there've been some other hiking trips with tents that I had a hard time getting that full. They're closed. So all in all, I'm pleased. I will edit this video. You might not see that part, but I will put it together and see what it looks like and see if it's worth publishing. Just a side note, Dutchware, Dutch, I don't know what his last name is, but Dutch from Dutchware. He just did a video, released a video yesterday, about a less than a minute video, on how easy it is to set this up, which is great. That's what I like it for. But I also like for anybody to put it packed down as easy as well. So anyhow, but he didn't show that. He only showed how it's set up, how easy it is to set up. So let me show you how easy it is to set up. So, like Dutch showed, it's very quick to deploy. Using the extension on the bag, like I just hacked it today or this weekend, makes it a whole lot easier to stow away. Before I put the extension on there, trying to cram all that excess bag that was sticking out 4 or 5 feet, trying to cram that down in the bag wasn't working. by having that extension on there, it allows me to get it all into the bag without it being um, under tension, under compression, and then use the straps to start cinching it down. So that worked, and actually, because the straps held, those old straps wouldn't hold, so it was um, more expanded lengthwise, and so I had a hard time sticking into the Z-packs, my backpack. This way, with these tie downs here, it went in a lot easier. Like I said, I may replace that one that's a quick release buckle if I can find a replacement for it that'll work with these straps, and then just sew that on. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. I will try to edit this down to a usable length, and if I can stay in the frame. I'm looking at my watch because it's showing what's on the screen. Anyhow, thank you again, and you all have a great day, and it's almost Christmas, so Merry Christmas.